Molo Sanbonani, hello, how's it? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday, a fresh new start to the week here on Vuka Nazo, your morning news analysis show. My name is Sihle Ngobese, aka Big Daddy Liberty. Remember, if you love the content that you're watching here, then do me that actual favor. Hit the like button, please, and share the stream. Help me grow my audience, people seeing a lot more of my content. If you're watching specifically on YouTube, then please consider joining the over 41,600 people who have subscribed to the channel. Subscribe, please, and help me reach my goal also of 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Guys, remember, you can support the work that we're doing. We are 100% wholly indebted to you. There are some of you who are doing 50 Rand a month, others as much as 100 Rand a month. 75 Rand is about the average that we do from our supporters per month. So consider please supporting the channel. You can find a payment method that suits you on our website at bigdaddyliberty.com. Remember, if you enjoy any of the stories that we do here, the links are always in the descriptor of the video. Woo, a lot of jibber jabber. How about we get over that and straight into the news? All right, we begin here this morning after weeks and even perhaps months now, or a month or so, of the ANC saying, we're going to sue you, Andre Ruyter. We're going to come after you for suggesting that there are senior ANC officials and even politicians involved in the graft or the corruption at Eskom. After all of those weeks of barking at Andre Ruyter, trying to intimidate him, Andre Ruyter has just responded by saying, okay, bet I'll appear before Scopa, that's in Parliament, to actually give more details and perhaps even evidence of the claims he's made. I'm sure the ANC, when they heard that news, were like, what? What did he say? Did he just say he's going to come forward and give more details? Oh, man. What am I talking about? Well, Andre Ruyter has basically said, yeah, that's it. You've been calling him out on this, and he's now going to actually deliver. He's going to appear before Parliament's Watchdog Committee. That's the Standing Committee on Public Accounts. That, of course, is a political committee in Parliament that's chaired by the IFP's Mkhuleko Hlengwa that invited Andre Ruyter after he had made those bombshell revelations in an ENCA interview implicating not only corrupt officials within Eskom, but also senior ANC politicians who are facilitating that corruption. Some of whom he even said he had mentioned are in cabinet in this country. Now, to this particular story, let me read very quickly from this Times Live piece, which details how Andre said he's going to be there to spill the beans. In his response, Mr. Ruyter indicated that he will present a written submission to the committee on the issues he has raised and is agreeable to appearing before it, that's the committee, at a date to be determined by the committee. That's according to Mkhuleko Hlengwa. Hlengwa himself goes on to say the committee believed it was important for it to engage with Ruyter on these issues he spoke about in line with the constitutional mandate of holding Eskom accountable on matters related to the financial administration of the power utility, including, of course, the procurement of goods and services. End of quote. Woo-hoo! It's about to go down in Parliament, of course, as I said, and we'll be keeping an eye on this. This is a developing story. One would hope, at least, that if Ruyter does appear before Parliament, that Mkhuleko Hlengwa and the committee, that Scopa, provide maximum security for this individual. Because I can assure you when I say this, there are high-powered individuals in this country, corrupt, crooked comrades and cadres who do not want this man to speak, let alone do not want this man to present evidence of wrongdoing at Eskom. Very same Eskom, which is the feeding trough of these politicians and crooked individuals. Individuals, as Andre Ruyter had even alleged, are becoming Eskom cartels, feeding off of and fleecing this organization, stealing from it as much as R1 billion a month. Woo! So indeed, we'll keep an eye on this story and bring you more here on Vuka Nazo. Another political party has been formed in this country. Have a look.
This is the birth of XILUVA. 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 A political home for those who want a real alternative led by young people, a political party where young people can see themselves in the leadership of the party. XILUVA was born out of this sense of political hopelessness, homelessness, and desperation. XILUVA is founded on the values of family, ubuntu, community, and most importantly, multiracialism. This is a fundamental departure from the status quo of the body politics of our country. It is exactly what our country needs right now. We believe in a South Africa that is built on an ideological philosophy of ubuntu, a homegrown ideology birthing a multiracial South Africa.
That's, of course, the former chairperson of Action SA, the one who left in a huff, a one Bongani Baloyi, who's now announced the formation of a new political party called XILUVA, as you heard him describe there. He jumped ship, of course, about a month ago from the party after falling out with the party that's Action SA's leader, Herman Mashaba. Man, I'm sure you guys can tell from my manner, I'm just sick of these damn politicians. I've said it once and I've said it again, and I'll always say it on the show. Hashtag politicians are trash. I say this because these individuals do not want to work together, firstly, and they sure as hell don't want to work in your favor as the ordinary public, no matter what they say or pretend, rather, towards that effect. Now, why am I being so dismissive of this guy's party? I mean, surely some of you might say, how can you be so dismissive? You don't even know what he stands for. Well, in that video, he kind of gives an indication of what he stands for, and it's wishy-washy nonsense. The concept of Ubuntu is wishy-washy nonsense. It has no real basis in hard policy. It has no real basis even in a foundational sense that makes sense. It's the kind of feel-good statement you just say when something good or something feels good. Oh, it's Ubuntu. I mean, let me give you an expression that makes, just to support my point. What is Ubuntu? Well, it's the notion that I am because you are. What? Now, again, I must say this. I have nothing against Bongani Baloyi as a person. You know, he's a great individual. He's even a great leader. He was the former mayor, under the DA of the Midvaal municipality. He did great work there. But again, the question a lot of South Africans ask themselves is, do we need another political party? Have you seen how long the list, the IEC ballot papers is already? Who are a lot of these douchey individuals who are running for office? Now, a lot of you sometimes say, for example, in the comments, oh, Big Daddy Liberty, you should run for office. And I'm saying no half the time. Do you know why I say no? 2 reasons. 1, hashtag politicians are trash, and I wouldn't absolve myself of that if I ever became a politician. And 2, because already there are too many political parties. And often these new political formations aren't really going after the over 11 million eligible people who are eligible to vote but do not vote. No, they're going after the same opposition pie, basically. So the likes of Bongani Baloyi is not going to be creating or bringing new voters on, and my jury is out on that. I'd love to be proven wrong if he does, but instead he'll be taking votes from parties like the DA and Action SA, etc., etc. That does nothing to ending the ANC's reign of power in this country. And now, as I said, I'll be more than happy to be proved wrong on this if Ubaloyi says, no, actually I'm targeting those eligible to vote individuals, the ones who don't vote and who change things for us in one election. I'm looking forward to being proven wrong. But the track record of these new political formations isn't that. And I will hold Ubaloyi to that exact same track record. All right, I bring you to KZN now, where another robbery, crime in this country. Indeed, this time of a mobile clinic where a man who was having a circumcision being performed on him, had that circumcision, let's say, cut short.
LOL.
By criminals who then proceeded to rob a mobile clinic. Guys, criminals robbing a mobile clinic. That's what this country's come to. All right. Indeed, these criminals saying, don't get shot with us.
I see what you did there.
robbing this particular mobile clinic and the staff within it of their belongings, cell phone and the like. Where did this happen? Let me read from the independent papers, which wrote the story up. They kept the story very short too. All right, I'm done. I'm done with the puns. Here we go. The incident took place on Wednesday last week at 2 p.m. in Umbumbulu, which is just south of Durban. Now, it's alleged that 5 female staff had been performing a circumcision on a male patient. Lucky male patient. Nonetheless, going back to the article, when 5 robbers then stormed the mobile clinic. Now, these men were armed with pistols and ordered the 5 staff and driver and the patient to hand over money, bank cards, wallets, and the like. End of quote. Now, police, of course, are investigating this incident, and despite my jokes and making fun of this matter, is actually a very serious one because it speaks to the ongoing descent here in KZN into a lawless and violent criminal hellhole. And in another incident, indeed, here in KZN, really speaking to the spate of violent armed robberies that we're experiencing, a restaurant in Durban North, a famous Italian restaurant near Riverside, was held up, also allegedly by 4 armed men who stormed this particular facility last week, Thursday, and around dinner time, effectively. So it was busy with patrons. I want to read again from the Independent, which covered this matter, saying the following. Now, 3 people were shot and critically injured, according to Sean Herbst, of course, of Netcare 911, who's quoted as saying, when medics arrived on scene at around 7 p.m., they found that 3 people had been shot, another 3 injured while they tried to hide from the gunfire. End of quote. But again, very little in the way of hope from the patrons there of police even cracking this one. Indeed, the person quoted at the scene indicating that private security were the ones to first arrive on the scene, and indeed private paramedics were the first to arrive. And 40 minutes after the incident, the SAPs hadn't even bothered to show up at this particular crime scene, albeit the police spokesperson in KZN indicating that a case of business robbery and attempted murder has now been registered on this matter. Again, at the heart of it is a useless asshat of a police minister and a overly incompetent police management who are hamstringing our police in this country, and the effects of that are violent criminals marauding, robbing anything and everything, including mobile clinics in this part of the world. All right, that's it for this episode of Vuka Nazo. This is the Monday edition of the show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you have a fantastic day and a great week ahead. Hey, help make my day fantastic by hitting that like button and sharing the content, please, across your various social media platforms. Guys, remember to visit us on our website at BigDaddyLiberty.com. With that being said, enjoy your day. I'll see you tomorrow once again, bright and early from 7 a.m. for another episode of Vuka Nazo.